Give me a recording. What's up, Aiden?
Here I am. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good morning, Lynn.
Morning.
Yeah. Get you started in about 40 seconds. Oh, Aiden's gym? Yeah. Aiden's got a setup. Yeah, great setup. The only thing he's there, you go, Aiden. I like that. I like little bench curls. I like that.
Where are you going for?
That is so that's a mat called Gorilla mat.
Okay. You can kind of decide.
They're big. They're like 12 by 8 or something. You can order them in different sizes, but it's pretty nice.
Then
It's basically like that mat that you have in your station, but it's huge.
actually, I'd want something a little heavier. Like floor.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, and if you notice, he'll have it. So he has it kind of on. See how it's over top of that floor.
Yeah.
So that's really comfy to like stand on.
Yeah, I'll get something on top of it. I think this is.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right, gang, let's get you going. For glutes today. We're gonna do single leg hip ups. So on our backs. One leg on the floor. One leg up, you can have it like this, you can do it like this, you can do it like this, whatever feels comfortable. You can cross your legs. If you cross your legs, just make sure that this leg isn't pushing to help you get up, right? So it's like very kind of light on the other leg. So we're gonna do 20 seconds. We're just driving hips up and down, getting those glutes warmed up. 3, 2, 1, go. Side. All right, guys, flip over all fours. So all fours. I want you in a quadruped position. So that basically just means shoulders over top of hands, hips over top of knees, so very stable. Somebody can stand on your back. You're gonna take your right hand. You're gonna reach your right hand using your left hand. Your left hand. Let the shoulder drop down to the floor, and then you're gonna reach up. Look at the fingertips, and then back down. We're gonna do 5 of those. 3, 2, 1, go. When you go into your rotation, I want your bottom hand pressing into the floor to help you rotate. So when you go into like that T position where you have one hand pointing to the ceiling, use that bottom hand to help rotate you open. 5 each side. 4 and 5. guys get 5 each. We're gonna go belly down. We're gonna go elbows on the floor, forearms on the floor, palms on the floor, belly button on the floor. So don't let your belly button come off the floor for this. We're gonna do 2 movements. First movement's gonna be a rotation, posterior reach. So I look up, that's my first movement, look up, and then reach fingertips to ceiling. Okay, so I switch opposite side, look up, fingertips to ceiling, trying to keep my belly button on the floor. And then we're gonna go palm first, head down, wide position, to a handcuff position, so blackbirds. Right, so wide, handcuff. Go 5 each. So 5, rotate each side, 5 blackbirds. Let me get you to stand up. So once you get your blackburns done, once you get your posterior rotations done, let me get you guys to stand up, please. All right, gang, for our ankles today, we're gonna do toes, heels, inside, outside. So I'm gonna come up onto my toes, I'm gonna come up onto my heels, I'm gonna lift the inside of my feet up off the floor, outside of my feet up off the floor. We're gonna do that 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So up on your toes, up on your heels, inside of the feet up off the floor, outside of the feet up off the floor. 40 seconds. $15 seconds. Five seconds. Rest. All right, knee hug, lateral lunge. So grab a hold of the knee, chest drives up, take a step out, and then you can either step, switch sides, opposite side, or stay on that side. This is gonna be a minute. I will let you guys know when 30 seconds are up so you can switch sides, or you're just gonna alternate sides. All right, so knee hug, big step out, and then either back into the knee hug, step, or switch sides. You get the idea. 3, 2, 1, go. For the lateral squat, or lateral lunge rather, I want your butt back, vertical shin, knee forward a little bit, that's fine. But if you can, vertical shin, butt back. And then the other one would be knee in between foot and hip. So not like this, not like this. Halfway, switch sides. $15 seconds, gang. All right, guys, 2 minutes self-love. Toe touches first. Feet together. Exhale. Push your butt back. Take all the slack out of your hips and your hamstrings before you let your head and your spine round. When you go to stand up, push your hips forward to stand up. We're gonna do 4 of those. After you get 4 toe touches, we're gonna do 4 squats. So other than no knee pain, most important thing is head and chest are up. So I want you to squat down, I want you to keep your head and chest up. If your heels come off the floor, that's totally fine. You can rock side to side in this position. You can do just 4 squats. But I want your head and chest up, not looking down. 4 squats. Your squats, you got arms overhead. So on our backs, or hanging from a pull-up bar, or hands against the wall, taking our head down. This will be the easiest way to do it. So elbows locked, biceps close to our torso, arms up, over top of our head. 4 of these. Keep those biceps close to your ears, elbows locked. That's how I want you to start saying. That's how I know you're gonna turn to a gym rat. Like instead of you go lock the door, you're like locking the elbows. Quadrupeds, final wave. So on all 4s, push hands into the floor, round. I like to give a little wiggle, a little shake the tail about it. And then a little arch. 4. I want you really focusing on rounding to your upper back. You're gonna round to your lower back no matter what. So I want you to really focus rounding to the upper back. Last step, wrist love. This will be 6, palms down, fingertips away. Fingers spread, elbows locked. 6 of these guys. Okay, then we're gonna go palms up, fingertips towards us. 6. Fingertips towards us. 6. Day 2, week 1, new program. All right, first 2 exercises. So we got a front plank or a dynamic front plank. And then we're gonna superset that with pogo jumps, pogo hops, or 2-foot jumps. All right, so I'll go over both. So your front plank, pretty standard. On your forearms. I think we did a dynamic front plank last phase. So forearms, and you're gonna hold it or down it up. Then we're gonna superset that. So pogo jumps are basically just imagine you're on a pogo stick. So it's very just light hopping. There's a light hop. Okay. When you're light hopping, I want you to think everything shakes. So the arms are shaking, the shoulders are shaking. 2-foot jumps would be our normal jumps. So we're just here. I'm going to jump up as high as I feel comfortable. And always, always making sure I'm landing softly. Okay, we're going to go 30 seconds each. About 10 seconds rest in between each exercise, just enough to be able to get you up and get you back down. So front planks are first, 30 seconds, or dynamic front planks, your choice. 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds planks. Can you bump up a little bit? Yeah. We were halfway done. 5 seconds. All right, gang, let me get you to stand up. You're either gonna do your pogo hops or pogo jumps. And think bounce, nice and soft. You can do some like rotations if you wanted to. I do these every day, just kind of feel good. Or regular jumps. Okay. Either one, land soft. That's the biggest thing I want you to focus on. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Back down on that front plank. So we're gonna do those front planks. We're gonna do the jumps one more time, 30 seconds each. Going back to our front plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. We're going back to our jumps. Rest. All right, let me get you to stand up. We're going back to our jumps. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. 5. Rest, rest. All right. Next one's going to be a seated straight leg raise. I'm actually going to show you guys 3 different ways to do this because some of you have been doing the seated straight leg raise for months. And so I will attempt to show you how to do the 3rd version of the seated straight leg raise. So first, the easiest way. So yoga block, or really anything you can sit on really. And tight quads, block knees, foot pointed, hands kind of mid-thigh, knee level, and single leg. Single leg is the easier way to do all of these, all right? So just to make this movement harder, I would go to a double leg. Okay, so that would be the base movement, harder, but closer to the floor. Same idea, either single leg alternating or double. The hardest version for this phase is going to be you're going to hold the top position. Okay, so that's going to be the hardest version, the hold top. We're going to superset that with jogging in place or kind of the bouncing that you did or high knees. Your choice. This one's going to be 20 seconds. These just to make sure that we have enough time to get through all the stuff that we need to get through. So seated straight leg raises are first, 20 seconds. You can either alternate legs, right leg, left leg. You could do 3 right side, 3 left side, and just keep going back and forth, or both legs together. Okay, and if you want to do the hold, awesome. All right, gang, 3, 2, 1, go. Tight quads, knees locked. Lock of the knees. Don't lean backwards. You should be trying to lean forward. You should try to bring chest to knees. You get you guys to stand up. Either jog in place, nice and easy. You can do your bouncing like we just did, or you can go high knees. Regardless of whatever it is that you choose, I want you guys to think like ninjas, soft on your feet, okay? Low noise on your feet. Imagine a baby sleeping right next to you, don't want the baby. 3, 2, 1, go. Going 20 seconds. Upward. We are going to go through twice. Rest. All right, back down to that seated straight leg lift. Remember, again, tight quads, lock knees, tight quads. That's the big thing. Second big thing is going to be point the toes as hard as you can. We're going 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Should feel this lower abs. Some of you might really feel this in your quads. Hip flexors would also be where we want you to feel this. If you guys notice on the phase rest. So for these phases, we've started to put muscle groups in where you should be feeling it. This one's just core. All right, let me get you guys to stand up. We're going back to our jog in place, back to our high knees or our bounces. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Grab some water. 1 minute. We'll have to grab a 50. B stand up. Or yeah. All right, gang. Here's what we got. So first exercise, you can either do a rack B stance squat or a B stance deadlift. So the B stance looks the same regardless of where you hold your hands. So here, I'm going to take my right leg back a little tiny bit. I'm going to kind of take it out to the side a little tiny bit. I like to point my toe out. So this is my B stance, all right? So it's kind of like a single leg bias. Okay, now you have a choice. When I'm in this position, I can either hold the weight up top and squat, or hold the weight down below and do a deadlift. Opposite side. So if your left leg's in front, you're going to hold with your right hand. Actually, this is a very interesting exercise because with the B stance is actually harder. So holding with the B stance rack, holding the weight in the top hand is actually harder than holding it down below. But the issue with holding it up top is eventually you just can't hold any more weight. And so you can always go heavier by holding the weight down in a deadlift position than you can in a squat position. All right. So if you don't have a lot of weight at home, hold it in a squat position, meaning hold it in this position. If you don't have like 10s or 15s, 20s at home, top hand hold. All right. If you have some heavier weights, you're in the gym, you got some bigger weights, then you can go bottom hand hold. You're going to hold top. You're going to hold top. That's the first exercise. Second exercise is going to be supinated rows, either seated or bent over. So seated looks like this. So we're seated, band goes around the feet. Supinated just means palms are up. Okay, and I'm doing my row. Bent over looks almost identical, just bend over. Now I'm doing my row, palms are away. You can do with a band, you can do with dumbbells, that's really up to you. Okay. 6 minutes, many times we can get done. Today is the first workout, so I don't need you guys going that hard. Take this workout nice and easy, figure out what you need to do, how hard you have to work, etc. 3, 2, 1, go. For your first exercise, 12 to 15 reps each side. And then for your second exercise, your supinated rows, it's up to 25. $15. And I want you to try to get your butt as close to your heel as possible. Yeah. $12 to 15 squats or deadlifts, depending on how you're holding it. And then we got up to 25 supinated rows. Most of your weight's on that front leg. For this B stance position, make sure that most of your weight is on the front leg. That back leg, sometimes we call these kickstands, but that back leg is really there just for a tiny bit of stability. If you're holding the weight down below, so like a deadlift position, you should feel this butt, maybe a little bit of quads. If you're holding the weight up top, you're going to feel this mostly quads, a little bit of butt. And gang, we're just going as many times as we can for 6 minutes, 12 to 15 reps for your lower body, up to 25 reps for your rows. 2 to 3 sets. Nice and easy, not too crazy. All right, so you're gonna grab those pens. And you're gonna. Okay, yep. And then you're gonna pull elbows up. I want your palms away. Yes. Yeah. You're up there. As long as you don't feel it here. Glutes. Again, if you're holding the weight up top, you should feel a little more quads and glutes. If you're holding the weight down below, you should feel a little more butt and glutes, or butt and quads. We are about 4 minutes down. So we got about 2 minutes to go. 2 to 3 sets. Take your time for today. Focus on where you should be feeling the exercise. So if you're doing that B stance squat with your hand up top, you should be feeling that in your quad. A little bit of glute. If you're doing it down below, the deadlift position, should feel mostly glute, a little bit of quad. And then for the supinated rows, you should feel that in your back, your lats. 2 to 3 sets. Got 1 minute. All right, here it is. Is pulling shoulder blades back together. Shoulder blades back together, chest goes up. Guys, we are 30 seconds left. Finish whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure you're equal on both sides. "15 seconds, gang. Remember, today's an easy day. First day of the program. Don't need to go too crazy today. All right, gang, rest. That's gonna be our split squat. I would stick doing split squats until you can do 20 split squats, 25 split squats, just body weight. In all honesty, like split squats should be a staple exercise you're doing almost every workout, right? So I'm going to give you guys an option to do. The option would basically just be if the split squats are too easy. So if you don't have enough weight to make it heavy, then you would go to your single leg squats, right? So it looks like this. I'm going to start in the bottom position. Knee down. My knee's a little bit behind the line of my hip. So I'm not like this. Not knee in front of hip. Knee a little bit behind the hip. Little stretch in the front of the hip. Other leg can be really anywhere you want to place it, as long as the heel stays down. So as close as I want, as long as the heel stays down. And as long as you're doing deep pain. Okay? So we're just going to do this in a nice basic way. Knee right over top of the ankle. You're going to hold on a little bit to for some balance and some support, and you're going to have a little bit of a lean forward. Looks like. Okay, so this is my split squat. Little bit of support, make sure I have balance. All right. If you wanted to do something a little bit different, you could do a single leg squat, either single leg squat to a chair or a bench. So if those split squats are too easy, you don't have enough weight at home, then you basically do something like this, a single leg squat. Okay. But in the grand scheme of things, most of you should be doing split squats. All right. We're going to superset that with an iso hip up, the floor press, and then into a push up. So I'm going to hold the top of the hip up position, and then I'm doing my floor press. So to make it harder, take one leg up off the ground. Make sure you're doing equal reps and you switch. Right, so you're like 8, then you switch sides. Then you're going to flip right over into a push up. Okay. So we're going to go 10 to 20 split squats or 10 single leg squats if you're doing the single leg squats. We're going to do 12 to 15 floor presses with our hips up, squeezing the glutes. And then we're going to flip over into our push-ups. We're going to do 5 to 10 push-ups. Same idea, 6 minutes. As many rounds as you can get done. Again, 2 to 3 rounds would be pretty good. 3, 2, 1, go. So 10 to 20 split squats. Obviously each side. Please let me know if you're having knee pain. And the split squat should be glutes and quads. If you feel more quads in the split squat, I want you to lean forward a little bit. So think chest to thighs. Floor presses, you're doing 12-ish, like 10 to 15. And then you're going to immediately go right into your push-ups. And for the push-ups, it's 5 to 10. Either on your knees or off your knees. Two minutes down, gang. Rest as needed, guys. Remember, first workout should be today. Easy. Should be feeling the muscles working. Should be feeling the target muscles working. Should be trying to figure out, okay, what kind of weight do I need to use? Kara, make sure your hips are up. Yeah. Again, remember, the harder you're breathing, the weaker you are. This is a strength training workout. So that means that I want you muscularly working hard. Your heart rate's going to get up anyway. So let your heart rate come back down before you do that next exercise. Yeah, you would want to peak it and then let it come back. So like maybe at the end of the squat, right? You want to let it come back down. And 20. Although, yeah, but the tricky part is like if the next exercise, like, so it's unlikely that if a floor has really good jack. You can do a lot of rest between. Yes. So it's we used to have you should take everybody to their heart. Then you would class their heart rate up on like size of you. These have pretty elaborate, pretty base training system. Gang, we got 90 seconds. What's that? 4. Yeah, and we got 50 seconds. Thank you. Yeah. Gang, we got 10 seconds. Make sure you are even on both sides. Finish whatever it is that you are doing. Wrap it up. We got 6 more minutes of work. You guys are done. Rest. Resty rest. Okay, this next round, we're actually going to go in reverse. All right, so you have a choice of alternating side delt raises. So we got a dumbbell in each hand, and I go right, left. Okay. So that's my alternating. I have a little bit of a lean forward, and I'm biasing my pinky up. Okay, so like that versus this. Just a little tiny bit. Just pinky up a little tiny bit. Okay, does not be like this. Although if you can do this, that's great. But pinky up a little bit. So either alternating side delt raises. You could also hold that top and alternate this way. That's a lot harder. Or alternating upright rows. Okay, or hold up top, one down, one up. What determines whether you do one exercise over the other exercise is whatever you did on Monday. Actually, it's your choice. That's what determines it. So let's say that you did alternating side delt raises on Monday for day 1. For day 2, we'd want you to do your alternating upright rows. Unless the side delt raises just feel really, really good. And you're like, yeah, whenever I do side delt raises, I really feel my delts work. When I do upright rows, I don't feel that great. Then do your side delt raises. Okay. So either one of those 2 exercises. We're going to superset that with a lateral squat or a lateral lunge. Lateral squats are easier than lunges. So for the squat, my legs go wide, my toes are pointing out a little tiny bit. You can do this with toes pointing straight ahead. Feels better for my hips, toe out a little bit. And I'm going to slide everything over to that side. Right? So I don't want to rotate and kind of like just move my knee. I want to slide everything over so that my butt, knee, and foot are all in a line. That's what I'm looking for. Right? And then the lunge is the same thing. You just take a step and then back up. All right. So 6 minutes, 10 to 15 lateral squats or lateral lunges. You can alternate sides if you want to. That's going to get your heart rate up a little bit more. If you do all one side, that's going to get you a little more burn. Okay. And then we're going to superset that with either alternating side delt raises or alternating upright rows for 10 to 20 reps. Any pain with these exercises, specifically knee pain, shoulder pain, elbow and lower back, please let me know. 6 minutes, 3, 2, 1, go. 10 to 15 squats or lunges, 10 to 20 alternating side delt raises. For the upright rows, you can go as high as you want. When I do my upright rows, I go really lightweight and I go really big repetitions or a big range of motion. That might not feel great for you. You might want to go a little bit lower. That's fine. Should feel this working here. Okay, this outside of the shoulder. If you have any shoulder pain or elbow pain, please let me know. And you can also have that dumbbell as close to your torso as you want. For me, that doesn't feel great. So I like to actually take the dumbbell away from my torso. Feels a lot better. All the time. You're leading with your knee. knees the first thing to move. I want you to think deep with your hip. Where another way you can think, yeah, it's a little awkward. Another way you can think about it is go foot to ball. Like this. And then I touch my nose. You see something. 6 minutes, gang. Again, guys, please let me know any pain. Still can't show it.
Coach Ben,
Yep.
well, I'm having right shoulder and elbow pain, not because of this exercise, just overuse. I
Okay.
think with lightweight, I can do the rows.
Yep.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. Does it hurt when you just bring arms out to the side?
Yeah.
I want you to take your hand and instead of holding like this, I want you to hold like this. So I want your thumb on top.
Okay.
So take your thumb out of the equation. So grip it like this.
Okay.
No, take your thumb out. There you go. Does that feel any better?
Yep.
Okay. No, does that take the pain away?
Yep.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? It's fucking witchcraft. Don't tell anybody. Okay? Very incredibly flat. Great job, gang. We are 3.5 down. Just got you do that. Great job, gang. 2 more minutes. 2 to 3 sets, guys. If you find yourself breathing really, really hard before you start your exercise, let your heart rate come down a little bit. Let that heart rate come down a little bit. Remember, you're always going to be weaker the harder you're breathing. I want you guys strong. Good job, Amy.
Peace out, man. I'll see you Friday.
Sounds
Be
good, buddy. Great day.
Thank you.
90 seconds.
See you later, Ben.
Hey, Suzanne, good job.
Thank you. See you
Gang,
Friday.
we have 45 seconds. Remember, if you get 3 sets done, you're done. Ten seconds, gang. Finish whatever you're doing. Wrap it up. Make sure you're equal on both sides. Rest, gang. Rest, resty, resty, rest. My virtual crew, Kara, great job. Virtual high five. Lynn, great job.
Thank you.
5. Great day. See you, Lynn.